operatives was used in ways that clearly sought to influence the outcome rather than protect the voters. Most alarming was the scale of voter bribery conducted openly and with impunity. Money flowed freely in an attempt to substitute the people's will with financial coercion. These practices do not reflect a confident government. They reflect a system afraid of the genuine democratic choice of the citizens of Malava. Despite the hostile environment, the people showed courage. They came out, stood firm, and their hope was greater than the machinery deployed against them. That spirit is the true victory of Malava. We raised a fundamental national concern. If the government must deploy such overwhelming force and financial inducements to influence a single by-election in Western, what does that mean for the credibility of future national elections? As leaders, we remain committed to defending the democratic rights of every Kenyan. We will pursue every lawful and constitutional avenues to ensure that what happened in Malava does not become a blueprint for future elections. Kenya's democracy belongs to its people, and no amount of pressure or state power will change that truth. Asante.
Mna swali?
Whatever you have highlighted about Malava constitutes a breach of the electoral. What is the next step?
We are consulting as a team. You can see we are just here with the Honorable Senator for Kakamega. We also want to consult with the candidates with a view of pursuing this matter in court. Because what happened in Malava was not an election. It was a criminal activity. Yeah. Right from campaigning, the goods were deployed. Some of us, our security was removed. I'm sure you also witnessed voters being bribed while they were queuing. The heavy deployment of security officers in uniform, and the announcement actually by the CS for Interior that there were many more in civilian clothes. We were preparing an election as if we were going to a war somewhere in Baghdad.
Maybe the possible avenue we are going to use to pursue this.
What process?
Is it just Malava or other places?
Yeah, from what we are seeing in the media, the same situation obtained in Khwisero, Kabondo. Violence was another scale. The area north, it was very bad. Even in Magarini, there was a bit of violence there. In Chwele Kabuchai, several people were lost their lives. You remember, even we were shot at. Myself and the senator here were shot at during campaigns. So the government was determined to win this election by all means possible. They put aside all democratic ideals, not a single electoral process. They were obsessed with demonstrating to Kenya that they're still popular. But this is what we call, like in Malava, what we call a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, where you go to war and you lose both eyes, you lose your ears, you lose your both arms, you lose your leg, and somehow you win. So you will come out celebrating. But victory for what? Is it worth it? For us, I think from our side of the opposition in Malava, we spent less than 5 million here. And we still got the same number of votes almost today. With the cabinet candidate where they spend millions of shillings, they bribed voters, they gave out beans, they gave out rice, they gave out appointment letters, they gave out money. It was basically a draw. So from where we sit, actually our people in Malava showed a lot of commitment, a lot of patriotism. They came out in large numbers and actually voted for us. It's a shame to the government that you can spend such resources and still run around bragging that you won, yet basically you have lost. Actually, why not for bribing people who are already in the queue? Because we told people to come out and vote. But they tell people in the queues and change their minds on the queues. If you are given 500 shillings, and with the levels of poverty we have in this part of the world, people will change their mind just because of the money. So remove all these other inducements. Let the playing field be level and see if they can raise 20,000 votes in Malava. They would.
Do you blame IBC?
IBC, by and large, they did their job well. But I think at some point, they let the government have its way, especially by allowing um, free movement of government operatives in and outside of polling stations and bribing voters in their view. Not they are waiting for us to go out and report, but they could see them by themselves, the voters are being bribed. An electoral offense. I don't know what I people to do about all these that have been reported in the media about people being killed, vehicles being touched. Those are not part of our democratic ideals as a country, and the arbiter for elections ideals should be enforcing these things, asking the police to do their job, but I don't think they did that.
A lot of people say that this will be a reflection of 2027 and probably what has happened maybe transpire 2027.
Can the government deploy all the resources deployed in Malava in all the constituencies? That's why we start asking our questions. All these members of parliament in Kakamega who are deployed to Malava, will they still be moving in one constituency? They move all of them, then they go to another one. Yeah, just three of us, Honorable Malala, myself and the Honorable Senator here. We've given a government the run of its money. So come 2027, I'm telling you, Western is not going to be available for this kind of games. They're not going to be available, and I still urge our people that we love them. And personally, I'm encouraged. But what the people of Malava did, they came out in large numbers. I think I agree the voter turnout of Malava is highest in the country. Yeah, and they were very happy. They welcomed us to talk to them. They are listening to what we are saying. And 2027, actually, we are going to take this government a lesson that they'll never forget.
Okay, maybe on the Chwele airport, police were claiming that he used technology.
Yeah.
Yes, technology.
Can respond to that.
Yeah, just like they said that Albert Ojwang killed himself.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's a standard response. It's a template.
Yes.
When they're guilty, that's what they say.
And Governor, they should know that 2027, if that is why there was all that drama here in Western. Yes, 2027 will come, but let them be informed that Kenya is not Tanzania.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Yes,